Bedkar sir, the PowerPoint presentation you have prepared, they are prepared in a very small size. I think little bit part of the slides are visible to the participants. Please tell me. Now it is fine. Yes. Sir, you can start. I have shared the PowerPoint presentation from here. Okay, I will unmute you. Yes, now
Hello?
there will be
Yes,
no issue.
yes. You can give full
Yes,
access
from
to
my
the
side
screen.
you are unmute,
I am audible.
but you are not audible, sir.
I am not audible. I am audible.
Sir, your voice is not audible. I have
I
shared the
have
screen
I have unmuted
and
me.
make you co-host.
I
Sir,
am
still
unmuted.
mute from your side.
No, myself is not muted.
Sir, please start the session. Sir, you
Hello?
are co-host now,
Yes,
and
yes.
there will be no issue now.
Please share the screen now. And you can share the screen.
Now screen is also being shared.
You please give its show mode, not in edit mode. In last or in the first, there is option slideshow. First row, there is slideshow. Please click on slideshow.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, it is going on now.
Yes, please second slide. Very sorry for this because it's technical issue. Now we will try to finish within time. This is the objective of our today's presentation, to know about the intellectual property and intellectual property rights, to create awareness among the patent system in India. Next, please. Next, please. Yes, on screen you are seeing that there is a person who is thinking, that is the letter I. In the letter I, we know that IPR means the first letter I, it is the intellectual thinking of a mind. Let us, next slide. And that person is thinking to form an electric bulb. Now this bulb is formed, so it is now intellectual property. Second slide. Next. This intellectual property, if we not registered on our name, then what happens? The public or the people from the society try to stolen our knowledge. So it's necessary to register the intellectual property on our name. And after that only we get the power that is known as the intellectual property rights. Let us see how intellectual properties are protected. Next. Next. It's need to protect our intellectual property. Let us see the types of intellectual properties. First is the trademark. Second, copyright, and other intellectual properties are on the screen. That is geography indications, identity chips, and patent. Next, please. Now, in the first intellectual property, it's a trademark. On the screen, you are seeing that there are so many logos, and these logos are known as the trademark of that organization. They have created and registered, and they are the owner of that. Second intellectual property, please next. After that trademark, we see the next intellectual property. Please next slide. It gives the protection of symbols, logos, slogans, and which are the distinguished goods or the services. And we have to protect the logo of that. Next. Please next. You see on a board of a shop, there is mark TM. What is TM? It is a trademark. Now we come to the point of copyright. What is copyright? It is related to our book, or audio CD, video CD, or a software, or a journal paper. When we publish to that, we get the copyright of that if we file the copyright. Next. Next. Next, please. Copyright. After the copyright, we will see that next. Copyright next. Plants build a right is the third right, where if we form some seed or a plant, it gives the copyright for the plant. Now the design is what? Any design, if you have made something new one, that can be as a intellectual property known as the utility design model. Second. Next slide. Next slide. In design and fifth intellectual property, the geographic indication, in which we can register our geographical goods. Sixth intellectual property is the semiconductor. And next, seventh intellectual property is the patent. What is the patent? Next. We can define the patent here. Next. we can define the patent. Next, intellectual properties are divided into two groups: industrial property and copyright and neighboring rights. So our inventions, patents comes under industrial property, trademarks, industrial designs and geographical indications. These are the industrial property, and copyright related to our writings, musical work, dramatic work, and audiovisual work. Next, what is the patent then? Patent requires three terms. It should be novel one, it should be inventiveness, and third should be there is utility. Next, three factors are compulsory for this. Next, let us see the two forks which are used in the types of the patent categories. Next, let us see the types of patent categories. First is the utility patent, which is something hard one and where there are complex natures. Next one. Second is the design patent. Any design or spectacular goggles or anything is the design patent. And third is the plant patent, where a sexually produced plant seeds and sexually produced the plants can be registered under the plant's breeder right. Next, let us see the patentable inventions. First is the any machine, apparatus, or any other article can be patented, which should be innovative one. Next. Second, the process or method of synthesis of any article can be registered under the patent. It should be new one and novel one. Next. Softwares are used when they are used with the hardware, they are protected by the patents. Means not only single software, but hardware with it used to software used to run the hardware can be patented. Next, the food recipes, chemicals, medicines, or drugs are patented because if they are new and novel, then only they can be filed as a patent. Next, what the non-patentable things? Everything is not patentable, but few things are patentable and most things are non-patentable. Let us see the non-patentable things. Next one. Known inventions cannot be patented. If someone is knowing about invention, that is not patented because it is well known to all and there is no any novelty in that. Next. Inventions which are contrary to natural laws, they cannot be patented. Also, which are against public ethics and morality, they cannot be patented. Next. So these things are not patentable. Those who are causing the commercial exploitations means basic of that invention is commercial exploitation, that cannot be patented. Fifth. Next. The inventions which are harmful to our health, human, animals, plants, and life, they cannot be patented. Next. We are seeing the non-patentable thing. The discovery of the scientific principles cannot be patented because they are not equipped. Seventh. Next. Substances obtained just admixtures. If there is no any reaction in between the ingredients, then there is no novelty and they cannot be patented. Next. The plant animals are a part of that which not patented, so that we can't do any research as for the file the patent on that. Next. The methods which are just diagnostic methods like massage, nadi pariksha, all these things are non-patentable. Next, where there are no any equipment, they cannot be patented. The method of agriculture and horticulture cultivation, where the no equipments are used, just a method, that cannot be patented. Next. traditional knowledge which we are knowing from our ancient or the early generations, we cannot patent file for that. Next, the atomic inventions cannot be patented. If someone want to do the invention on atomic patent, he or she have to take permission from the Atomic Energy Division of Government of India. So for basically we can't patent on the atomic energy inventions. Next. There are some few examples of the patent we will see in fast. Next. There is anti-itching face mask. It's very simple patent filed by a researcher. Next. Next. This is the patent on back scratching. Next. So these are the patents which are useful. This one patent for the tree climbing equipment is patented. Next. These are the simple but useful examples which are patented. Next. This is the needle. Needle is very simple thing, but if the shape of that needle is specially designed for some purpose, so that can be patented also. Next. Patents on the seatbelt design can be patented. Next. Let us see how the intellectual properties are related to each other. Next, in 1, 2, 4. Since on screen you are on screen you are seeing that there is a patent on the audio video player of a company Philips. So the theme is applied for the patent. Its external design applied for the design. Its name trademark is applied for the trademark, and the video or audio we are seeing or watching or listening, that is applied for the copyright. So these 4 intellectual properties are related to each other. Next. Let us see towards after knowing what can be filed, what cannot be filed. Let us see the process of filing the patents. Next. First thing is that we have to write down the idea of that patent as much as possible, details as possible. Next. Next. We have to check the patentability of subject matter. If it is not patentable, then we cannot file. Next. If it is confirmed it is patentable, then we can patent. Then patent filing forms. You might be questioning in your mind that which forms are required for filing a patent. Next. There are few forms, only 5 forms are required. Application of for file patent, complete specification, statement and undertaking, request for publication, and request for the examination. So these only 5 forms are required with the fees as shown. Next. Only 5 forms are required. This is the form number 1, which is red in the color. We have to fill it for the name and details of our address. Next. This is the form number 1. We have to skip few forms. Let us skip these forms also because these are not seen and these are available on the internet. Next. Next. What are the steps of filing patent? First step is searching. We have to search the references of the patent. Next. We have to where we have to search, we can search on the Google Patents, USPTO search, INPAS Indian Patent System, and WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. These apps are available freely, so that we can search the related patents on that. Because for filing a patent, we have to search the related patents. Next. This is the patent on a pen. There are more than 2 lakhs of the patents on the pen. Next. It's the just simple example I have given that pen is the just simple article, but it is filed more than 2 lakhs patents on the pen. Next. Second step is drafting. Drafting means as we draft our research paper, similarly we have to draft the patent also in the patent format. Next. Sending, after drafting, we have to send the patent. Next, we can send via email, via e-form, or via by the manual sending can be done to the offices. Means both forms are used. You can send by post also, or by e-sending you can send the patents. Next. So there are 4 offices: Mumbai, Chennai, New Delhi, and Kolkata. We have to choose where to send the patent application. But these forms are offices are regional, because for North it's New Delhi, and for other regions there are different 4 offices are allotted to send the file. Next, types of patent filing. Next, there are 2 types of patent filing. One is the provisional and second is complete. Provisional means just you registered your name with the form number 1. It is filed as the provisional patent. And for the second means complete specification, we need form number 1 to 9 and 80 and the fee of that patent, so that the complete patent can be filed. Next. We can file the patent in India and through PCT, that is a patent cooperation tactic, through international also. Next, means we can file the patent in India and outside India also. After filing international filing, we can file the same patent in India within 6 months. Next. This is the format of the patent. Means as like our research paper: title of invention, field of invention, background of invention, object of invention, statement of invention. So this is the format. We have to fill up this format for filing the patent. Next. The process of patent is that we have to publish the patent, then we have to wait for the first examination report from the examiners, then the filing response, we have to respond that queries which they have quoted, and we if they are acceptable, patent office can examine, and if these are the correct one, they can grant the patent within 3 to 5 years. Next. About the patent rights. Patent rights are territorial rights. Means if the patent is filed in India, it is applicable in India only. If it is not filed in India, we cannot enjoy the right in that country. Next. Who can submit patent applications? Next. Everyone can submit the patent applications. Patent application can be filed that person herself or himself, those who are the owner. Next, the patents can be filed jointly. Next, patents can be filed jointly if 2 or 3 researchers with research scholars and the research supervisor are jointly, they can file the patent. You can file the patent through a nominee also. Means you can send a letter to the patent office through the nominee. You can assign your patent. Next, the patent can be patent can be filed through authorized IPR agent. So IPR agents are the agents those who have passed the examination of the patent office, and they are licensed so that they can guide us for filing the patent by paying some fees. Next. Patent can be filed if unfortunately someone is dead person, but he or she have created the patent. That patent can be filed by the its legal representative. Next. Tenures of the patents. Next, there are different tenures of the different intellectual properties. Please, next. Patent is enjoyed for 20 years as a owner, copyright for the 70 years, design for the 15 years, plants builder right 15 years, and GI for the 15 years, but it can be renewed again and again. Next. So these are the different tenures of the intellectual properties. Next. Who can do the what can we do with IPR? IPR, intellectual property rights, can be assigned. Next, we can assign intellectual properties for financial help. Next, we can sell the patent. We can sell the patent. If you are owner the patent, if you want to sell the patent, you can sell also. Next, you can gift a patent to someone also. But in the second and third step, if you give gift or sell the patent, then the patent can be enjoyed by the person who is purchased from that. There is no rights to the owner and the buyer. Next, infringement. If someone is if someone is duplicating the product, then is known as the infringement in the patent. Next, so infringement is the wrong thing, which cannot be accepted by the society. It is the lawfully punished. Next, no one can duplicate. On screen, you are seeing that there are three products. One is original and one is duplicate. So that duplicate product is known as the infringement, and which is wrong one. One cannot duplicate a product because it affects on the economy of that organization. Next, 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 next. These are the films where the copyright is having the legal problem, and so that was the fined by someone. Next, next. There are some news on the intellectual properties. IIT Madras faculty and researchers have filed the patents, 184 patent during the year 2020 in the corona pandemic. Next, next. It includes patents related to COVID because at that time there was the COVID problem. So few equipment they are developed for filing the patent. Next, benefits from the intellectual properties. Next, there are academic benefit because it gives the protection towards innovation. If you innovate something, then it is protected by the law. That is the intellectual property, protection of your intellectual property. Next, transformation of your basic research into new products. If your innovation is basic, that can be formed into new product in the such that public or society can demand that innovative product. Next, intellectual property. Author of intellectual property institute gains the reputation. If institute is having patents, so it's always respected and reputed in the society. Next, IPR attracts potential buyer. If we have patent with us, then if someone want to do some product of that, they can attract the potential buyers. They can approach you and they can give you the money to purchase the patent. Next, we can transfer the technology through the patent from people to technology. That process can be transformed. Next, we can protect our cultural and artistic preservation by using the intellectual property rights, because if we registered our culture and artistic preservations, that can be preserved if we register them under intellectual property. Next, job creation and economic growth. If product is innovative, then it can be produced or it can be formulated by a company, and so that there is possibility of creating the jobs because of the industrialization. Next, so public health and safety. If you innovate some things or services which are related to the public health, then it is also useful for the public health and safety. Next, ranking improvement. If we have patent with us, then rank of our institute goes on increasing. Next, so I want to give message you that if you publish some patent, if you write a journal paper, or if you create some activity, it can be registered under the intellectual property rights, maybe the patent, maybe the copyright, maybe the geographical indication, or maybe a logo or symbol. So these are the intellectual properties. We can create it and we can register it on our name, so that we or the institute gets reputation. As our educational department is organizing this short-term course of 1 month, short-term program of 1 month. We are from the educational department, so we can create some stories, we can create some articles, we can create some dramas also, we can write some book also on this education field. So at that time we can register this under the intellectual property rights. Thank you for joining here. Because of technical problem we started late, so that we are finishing in time. And thank you to all the organization team for inviting me in this 1 month intellectual property program. Sorry, 1 month short program. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In a very short time, you have covered all the aspects. First of all, I would like to uh, pay my humble gratitude that wow, this simple word, just wow for your slides. You are a person with simplicity and with high intellectual ability. I do not, I fall short for the words that wow presentation was there. Such beautiful slides I hardly ever seen with such kind of programs, and you have put all the every efforts to make them alive. And it was a sorry day for a technical issue. Otherwise, we do not have any problem with that. Only this day we get a problem with this technical session. Otherwise, all the sessions were going on smoothly. So I'm sorry from my part that the technical issue was from my side. But yes, you are wonderful. Your presentation was wonderful. Your slides were remarkable. And I hope that all the participants, dignitaries, the students, scholars will learn a lot of you. That another thing, that it is also an intellectual thing how to prepare your material beautifully, intellectually different, and you can also claim for that also. Am I right, sir?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm very sorry that technical difficulty, problem of laptop, everything was happened today. So I can't give a full hour to our audience, but you are organizing very perfectly every day from 1 hour. It's not a simple thing that to invite 30 resource persons and organizing this every day new subjects, and very renowned persons from the all over the India are joining. And thank you for inviting me, and sorry for my late and speed up for the session. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. But it is, I apologize that the technical issue was from our side. It's okay, your mobile was not working at that time. But it's okay. All is well that ends well. So, participants, this is the intellectual property right. We have dealt with the topic today. We have covered what to go for intellectual property having rights, but we should not claim for that, and what things we need to do, but we should try to escape of out of them in order to claim false that is your intellectual right. So kindly be integrated with your intellectual ability and practice with the right way to prepare what is it should be good for you, plus as well as fruitful for the society also. So we will meet tomorrow for the new session, and tomorrow we will have another session. That session will be conflict of interest, and conflict of interest with complaint and appeals. That will be shared by uh, Dr. Anand Sehgal, and he is assistant professor as SGT University, Gurgaon. So it is all from our side today, and I will share the feedback link in your group right now. So kindly fill it in time. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having such a nice session. Plus, please stay for 1 second so that we can have a click snapshot with you. Participants, please open your videos so that we can have a screenshot with all of you. For few seconds, open your videos. And the scholars which are here, kindly take some screenshots here. My laptop is also not working properly, and the technical issue was due to this laptop. So Himshika and our other intellectuals students are also here. Please take a screenshot with sir. Sir, such a nice person, very humble by nature. All we will have to learn our nature from him also. Thank you for this screenshot, and thank you, Bedkar sir, from our side. And you have taken this 1 hour session within this short duration.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for
Thank-
you. Now I'm going to end up the session, and Google feedback link will be shared with your short-term group.